Today we're testing out the different ways to sharpen a lawnmower blade and revealing the best method for getting the sharpest blade. Keeping these blades sharp is crucial for maintaining the health of your mower and ensuring an efficient mowing experience. A sharper blade means less strain on your mower. Each method used to sharpen blades comes with its own set of required materials and time investment. But which technique balances everything the best? Let's find out. Starting with the least expensive sharpening technique, the traditional hand filing method. To get started, you'll need a mill file, which you can pick up for around $10. You don't need a vise to secure the blade, but having one helps provide a consistent angle when sharpening. Here, we file the cutting edge with consistent strokes, following the blade's angle. Aim to work from the inside of the blade outwards, making sure to keep that angle intact. Depending on the blade's dullness, this might take you 20 to 30 minutes per blade. The final sharpening quality met my expectations, but may have improved with more time filing. This method is wallet-friendly and doesn't require any power tools. However, it's quite a workout and very time-consuming. Though not as common, another sharpening method is using a drill bit grinder. This method appeals to anyone that already has a power drill and wants to minimize additional expenses. The grinder bit can be found for less than $5. Simply insert the sharpening attachment into your drill and apply it to the blade's edge. Repeat the process until you achieve the desired sharpness. This method is slightly faster than hand filing, but less of a workout, taking me about 20 minutes per blade, depending on the blade's dullness. This method is straightforward for beginners. However, the final sharpening quality can vary widely based on the attachment used and steadiness of the drill. It was difficult to hold the drill steady at the same angle for 20 minutes, and the end result showed just that. Overall, I was not impressed with this technique. Next, we step up the speed with a palm sander. If you're ready for a bit more power, you can grab a palm sander for as low as $20. The sanding pads themselves, with a medium to fine grit, are quite affordable, costing less than $10 for a small pack. We used a 120 grit for this test to balance time sanding and smoothness. Once your blade is securely fastened, gently apply the sander to the blade's edge, keeping the pressure steady and the angle consistent to avoid uneven edges. Typically, this method cuts down sharpening time to about 10 to 15 minutes per blade. Palm sanders reduce the physical effort needed compared to hand filing and are great for maintaining consistent angles on the blade's edge. The final sharpening quality was superb relative to previous methods, but let's see how the more popular techniques compare. An angle grinder is a bit more intense than the basic tools we've used so far, but its operation is still fairly straightforward. Although an angle grinder might not be a staple in the average garage, you can easily find one for as low as $30. You can also scoop up a pack of flap discs like the one we used for less than $20. Sharpening the blades with an angle grinder was easily the most efficient method so far, slashing sharpening time to less than 3 minutes per blade while still delivering a fairly consistent angle. This is a top pick for professionals wanting to minimize time spent sharpening blades. The final sharpening quality is certainly enough for any tough lawn, but the blade angle and smoothness wasn't as clean as the surgical precision we got using the palm sander. On to the powerhouse of sharpening, bench grinders. For those who value speed and accuracy, this tool is a game changer. You'll need a reliable bench grinder, which generally costs over $100. The method involves firmly holding the mower blade against the grinder wheel while maintaining the original blade angle to ensure uniform sharpening. It's important to let the blade cool periodically while sharpening to prevent overheating, which can compromise the steel's integrity and make it weaker. This technique is incredibly efficient, especially for reviving worn or damaged blades, with the process taking anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes per blade. While the bench grinder is fast and effective, it demands precision and careful handling to avoid excessive material removal. One small slip and you lose a chunk of the blade. Another top choice for those who want professional-level sharpness in a fraction of the time. The final sharpening quality is comparable to the angle grinder. Now for our favorite sharpening method, a combination of angle grinder and palm sander. With this strategy, we use an angle grinder for about 1 minute to do the majority of the sharpening, then switch over to the palm sander with a fine grit paper for another minute or two, giving us a razor-sharp finish. We used a 220 grit for this test to see how sharp we could go. We like the angle grinder more than the bench grinder because you get the same quality of sharpness as the angle grinder, but for a much lower cost. This dual approach not only speeds up the sharpening process with the aggressive power of an angle grinder, but also ensures a high-quality edge, ideal for making your mowing both precise and efficient. At the end of the day, each sharpening method has its perks and quirks, so consider what works best for you in terms of time, effort, and equipment available. Do you agree with our pick for the best sharpening method? We would love to know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content.